Okay, let's move on to our next cheese. What should we taste next, Gaia?
This one.
Interesting. Okay, the Eeny Meeny Mo process has now chosen the mozzarella. What is that? The bufala.
Bufala.
Yes, this is flown in fresh each week from Italy.
This time you taste it first.
I taste it for sure. And mozzarella di bufala is the way.
Here, I'm stepping in.
All mozzarella was made before World War II, and then during the war.
Say hi to the camera.
Hello.
You want to taste this too, Dominique?
No, I'll wait until after.
Yeah, we might. There might not be any left. We went through half of the burrata already. But during World War II, Gaia, a lot of the water buffalo, the Italian indigenous water buffalo, were killed during the war by the Germans. Germans killed a lot of so they couldn't make. They didn't have enough milk to make mozzarella out of buffalo milk, so they had to start making this mozzarella that we've come to know out of regular cow's milk. But before World War II, all mozzarella was made from buffalo milk. Did you know that?
No.
You didn't? Okay, well now you do know that.
I don't know a lot about the cultural time. Do you
It's
know
not the same as what we call buffalo here.
Yeah, yes, that's true. It's different than... Yeah.
Learned about the cultural time, but I never learned that.
What's that?
I learned to... Okay. Last year, in spring school, we learned about like cultural times, and I never heard about that.
You never heard about that? Okay. Well, maybe it's not true then.
No.
No.
Sometimes they don't teach it.
Oh yeah.
They teach it in other times.
Well, this looks. I'm gonna try this first.
Yep.
Now, bufala mozzarella is made the same way as cow's milk mozzarella. The stretched curd. It's the pasta filata process of kneading and stretching the curd into these familiar fibrous textures that we know and love. But what I'm noticing about this mozzarella di bufala, Gaia, is that it's a little more creamy. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Every time you cut it, a whole amount of juice, a whole amount of creaminess comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, you noticed that, huh? Okay, I'm going to try this, okay? Here we go.
How's it?
Oh. Really good. Wow. That is, as they say in cheese terms, very yummy. That's a yummy. Here you go.
They're ready to go.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's a silence. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That is really...
It's cold! It's cold! It's cold! It's cold! It's cold!
It's good, but it's so good though, right? Yeah, that is so good. You know why let's try to compare to the one. See, this is buffalo milk. This is cow's milk. Let's see what the difference is, okay?
And then we'll do it with bread.
And then we're gonna do it with bread.
I'll taste it first.
And then we're gonna share it with your mom and your mama and papa. Now this doesn't come from Italy. This is handmade in New York City, right here in New York.
I should have known, so I can wear my shirt that says "I love New York."
Well, next time, okay? Next episode. All right, I'm gonna cut this. This is a much different texture.
Yeah.
Not as creamy.
Yeah.
You notice that? Like you said, not as much as the liquid. See this one? Creamy.
That one.
Okay, this one is a little more firm, and let's taste it and see what the difference in flavor is.
The first difference is it's not so cold.
It's not as cold, and that's a very important aspect of tasting cheese. The cheese shouldn't be cold. you're going to get more of the flavor when the cheese is at room temperature, right?
Yeah. It has a lot of flavor because it's not cold.
It's not cold, right?
And you can really taste how they actually made it because it's not cold. Everything is not cold, not cold, not cold.
Yeah, so you're thinking we're getting a good sense of the texture of the, the way it's a stretched curd cheese.
I'm gonna try this with bread.
So you can see the way it's stretched, the curd.
Yeah.
You see that? See the way you see the way it's been kneaded and stretched? That's a sign of a cheesemaker that knows how to make mozzarella. You see that it's got that familiar fibrous patterns that we look for.
That is not so juicy, so I can just put it on without making it.
Okay. Now, did you know this? I bet you didn't know that in buffalo milk there's a lot more butter fat. You know what butter fat is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like fat from butter.
Yeah, okay, something like that. It's butter, it's fatty, it's rich and creamy. So, buffalo milk has the most butter fat of any milk.
That's
so
good.
That's
Wow.
really good, huh? I'm going to try that too.
Try that. It's good, right? Yeah, it's good.
It's all cheese is always even better on bread, isn't it? But I have to say, Gaia, I prefer this by a lot.
I just want you.
I prefer the buffalo milk one the most. That buffalo mozzarella to me is the tastiest.
Next show, I have a perfect cheese for next show.
Well, what's that?
It's a surprise.
Uh-huh.
It tastes like mozzarella cheese mixed with Parmigiano. So that
What is that?
I said surprise.
A surprise. I like surprises. Surprises in the cheese world, I think that's what's very exciting about working with cheese and eating cheese. Cheese is a surprise. The flavor is always different, and no two cheese taste the same. And even the same cheese tastes different from batch to batch, week to week. So cheese is always a special surprise, isn't it? And the flavor is always different. So, which one is your favorite? Between the burrata, the creamy-filled burrata,
I like that one because it brings out more flavor because it's not cold.
So you like the one that's whole milk mozzarella, New York style, made at Eli Zabar's in Manhattan. That one does it for you. That does the trick.
Yeah, because it's not cold. That's why.
Okay. Well, do you want to have more?
No.
No. Okay.
I need to save some. I need to save something for lunch.
Okay. Well, let's. Gaia, come here.
Then I'm gonna have a big, huge lunch if I eat that, and I'm only gonna have this tiny of a snack. That is really tiny.
Yeah. Well, here's an idea for you. Now, what are you working on today? You're just starting your garden today, aren't you? All right. What are you gonna plant? Tomatoes, basil.
Remember, a lot of flowers.
A lot of flowers. But you're going to be planting tomatoes and basil too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we,
I
in
love this
future
bread.
show, revisit the mozzarella with fresh Jersey tomatoes and vegetables.
And my cheese.
And your cheese.
No. That's good.
Huh?
That is
Yeah.
good.
So when the garden, maybe, what is it, 2 months? How long does it take to grow some tomatoes? 2 months? Or
Month and a half.
a month and a half. So in a month and a half, we're going to have the mozzarella with fresh tomatoes and basil. And we'll make sandwiches. And, these recipes are very simple. There's the thing about Italian cooking, I find, is that the ingredients are very simple. But
not like Indian. You have to really make a lot of stuff.
What do you mean?
Like when I see my friend Rima's grandmother cook, when I come over to her house. She takes a long time to cook
Yes.
what she's eating.
Right.
And I see the garbage can almost filled up with peels of stuff.
Really?
Mhm. That's how.
Like a lot of stuff, a lot of ingredients. So, Italian food, what's the difference? Indian food and Italian food.
Well, they both take a long time to cook,
Right.
and one has more and one has less.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's the difference. I'm saying,
I'm not sure I'm following you on that.
like, one takes more ingredients, one doesn't.
Okay, which one has the less ingredients?
Italian.
Italian. Right. That's what I think too. Italians don't have oftentimes a lot of ingredients, but they have the best ingredients. Just like we're saying, you have a great mozzarella, right?
Yep.
And you get the best tomato, right?
Yep.
And you get the beautiful fresh basil
Yep.
and an amazing olive oil. And what
Yep.
else?
And bread
Yes.
with mozzarella cheese.
Yes. And then what do
Okay,
you do?
just
Then
saying,
what do
my
you do?
shoe is in the kitchen.
What's that?
This morning when I was making Johnny cakes, I spilled milk, and now my shoe is in the kitchen.
Oh, your shoe is in the kitchen.
Look.
Ah, I see. Yeah, we
I wish I could show
wish
you
we
that.
could get a close up of that. That would be
But
that'd be a good shot, right? Yeah.
next show, I'll put my shoe there and I'll say, that was from last show.
But wait, why is your shoe up there on the sink?
Because I spilled milk on
Oh,
it.
you spilled milk on it. Oh, I got you. All right. Well, yeah.
Excuse me.
Did you? So you're burping up mozzarella now.
Yep.
Well, what else can we do with this mozzarella besides just let it sit? It looks good on the board, doesn't it? Eat it. Okay. So the next step is, do you want to make your
Okay, I'm going to barge in, so we better turn off the camera soon. I'm going to barge in.
All right. So we pretty much did our episode on mozzarella. We've covered it. I mean, there's not much more to say about
I'm
it.
going to turn off the camera.
Okay. All right. Cut.
How do you turn off the camera?
I don't know.